Hello Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you today, and happy Thanksgiving, because I'm recording this on Thanksgiving. I'm going to put it out in a couple of days, but boom, things I give up to do for you. Anyways, today I'm going to talk to you about Stock Perks. This is the new app that Carnival has brought out that you are required to use to submit for your onboard credit because you own Carnival Corporation stocks, which is applicable to all the Carnival brand from Holland America to Princess, all those brands. So it's not just Carnival. Anyways, if you own 100 shares or more, you're entitled to stock onboard credit. So you have to apply for it. Previously, you would submit an email to Carnival with proof of ownership of the stocks, but that is no more. Now you have to use this app. They also have a website online. I'm assuming that would work as well. But for these purposes, I'm just doing the app. So what I did, I have 4 upcoming cruises. One of them I thought I'd already submitted. That's why I wanted to check. One is coming up, that's on the Mardi Gras in a couple of weeks. One is on the Celebration in January. And then I've got a back-to-back on Splendor in April. So I submitted for all 4 for a good opportunity. I took screenshots, which is why I have my laptop in front of me. And I'm going to walk you through all of the steps that I took to get this done. So first off, and I'm going to show you the pictures while I talk. So I'm in the background now. So first off, you're going to download the app, Stock Perks. There's the logo, easy to find on your Apple Store or your Play Store if you have an Android, like me, because I don't like Apple, but we'll leave that there. And it will list all the companies that they're there. So you'll go in, you'll do the usual, sign up, put your basic information in, put your name, all that good stuff. They'll ask you for it. It's very self-explanatory. Then they'll ask you to verify your email address, like a lot of people do. So it will send you an email. You just go into your email, click verify, and you'll be all good to go. Then I submitted proof of ownership of the stocks. I did this all on my phone. It was very, very simple. I went into my brokerage account. I downloaded a statement. I took a screenshot of the stock to prove I owned them, and I attached it and sent it off. This is about 10 o'clock in the morning. By 2 o'clock, just to let you know, I got a note that it had been submitted. They do update you. It's all electronic, I know, it's all automatic, but they keep you updated very well on the process. So I've got confirmation it's been submitted. Within 4 hours, I got confirmation that it had been processed. Not bad start. I'm very impressed so far. So now I went into my account again and I just checked under my portfolio, broker, validated portfolio, Carnival Corporation and PLC, and it shows I'm good to go. So I'm like, all right, now I can submit. And this is all within 4 hours of downloading the app. I've signed up, I've submitted my proof of ownership, and I've got confirmation that I am good to go. So now we're going to go back into Carnival. We select the cruise line you're looking for. Obviously now I'm going to do Carnival. Trust me, all the other ones were listed below here. I just cannot shrink the screen, and there's no need, because you know what I mean. If you tab down, you would find every cruise line on there. So I'm going to click on Carnival, and it says there, redeem perk. So we're going to redeem the perk, and then you're going to basically just enter all of your cruise details right there. So I'm going to go booking number, cruise date, first name, last name, email, and what ship you are going to be on. So that's all good. Now, I get a note, of course, that your onboard credit claim has been submitted. I've submitted 4. We're going to see what happens and how long they take to get back to me. They send me email updates, as well as on the app, which is very good. So I went back into my redemptions page, and you can see there, in progress, in progress, in progress. So you can get updates all the time. Although, again, they are updating me by email as well. So there's the email, or the note on the thing that I acknowledged that it had been submitted. The next day, so within 24 hours, I've got responses, which is very, very good. Much better than I anticipated it would be. So right now we're ticking, we're rolling along. Unfortunately, the first one was that I had already claimed the one for my cruise coming up, which I thought I had, but at least that I got confirmation and the system works. So it says your onboard credit claim could not be applied to your booking because you've already applied for it. Fair enough. No problem at all. I go to the second email I got, this is the one for the celebration in January, and it says your onboard credit claim has approved. So they've added $100 US to my account. I went back into my Carnival, login, and I checked. Yes, I do have the $100 on there. So it's all good. Everything's working perfectly. Now I get the email about the back-to-back, and there's nothing. So I went to look at the email, but there was nothing. It's still pending. So it says your onboard credit claim has been submitted. We have submitted your claim, and we will contact you within 5 business days if your claim has been approved and applied to the itinerary. And it says invalidation reason, the guest is on a back-to-back. I think that invalidation reason is just like a placeholder. It's always going to say that. It's something they probably need to adjust down the line. I wouldn't read anything into that because it's not been invalidated. It still shows in progress. And it says there the guest is on a back-to-back. And I'm okay with that because sometimes they aggregate the days and give you extra money on the second one. So I'm hoping that's what the case will be. Because I already know on Australian cruises, it's in Australian dollars, not US dollars. Boo! Which is a bit sad. But so I'm going to get less money. But hey, I'm not complaining. It is what it is. So I go back and check again. And there you go. First one in progress. Second one in progress. The last one, it doesn't say it was approved, but if you click on it, you'd see it was approved. And the last one invalidated because I'd already applied for it. So there are the updates on the app when you click on redemptions. And again, we're within 24 hours of me downloading the app. I've got these answers already. So the next day is a Sunday. So I'm like, that's okay. Close on a Sunday. Monday, and I really believe this would have been the next day had I done it. I should have done it on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I didn't. So on Monday, I got an email. So now we're still within 2 or 3 days of me doing the whole process. The first leg of my back-to-back has been approved. I have 100 Australian dollars, is what it is, on that one. So no problem. We'll go to the next one. Ow! Here's a problem. Your onboard credit claim could not be applied to your booking. Please check your email for details regarding this decision. Invalidation reason, it's a sister company. Here we go. So initially, I was told it was a back-to-back was the delay. Now I'm being told it's been rejected because apparently Carnival Splendor on week 1 is not the same as Carnival Splendor on week 2. Well, it's 10 days, whatever. Apples, oranges. Also, please check your email for details regarding this decision. This was the one time I did not get an email explaining what had happened. So I got emails on everything else, but I never got an email on this one. So I'm like, it was going so well. I knew it was going too well. So I was whatever. So now I'm trying to work out how I can contact Stock Perks to question what's going on. So I go to my profile and I see under my profile at the top there, portfolio, that's where I click to see that, I showed you earlier that it was approved, my stock ownership that is, and everything else is there. But there's a contact us button down there. So you click on the contact us and then you get the subject, your message, and it says, we'll get back to you shortly. It might take longer on evenings or weekends, understandably. So I just explained what the situation was, submitted it to them. And I'm going to tell you, their response is very good, live responses. Within 24 hours again, I'd had a response that basically said they were going to contact Carnival and get to it and work it out. And I replied to that. I says, just a couple more questions for you. I said, if you work it out, would you be able to update, the app update? And also, I'd read somewhere that people were able to automatically approve the stocks. So I was like, do I have to apply or submit my statement every single time I submit for a stock credit? Because I wasn't sure. Even though it was very, very simple. Again, I did the whole thing on my phone. I downloaded the statement, attached it, boom, within 4 hours it was approved. So I got a reply. Hi Mick, firstly, I got this response from Carnival. Both bookings already have the onboard credit applied, $100 and $150. Like I said, they sometimes aggregate and give you a little bit more, which was great. Here's what I don't know about that. I don't know if that was a Stock Perks error, that they updated the app wrong, or whether Carnival did it wrong in the first place and then corrected their error. That I don't know. But whatever, within a very good time frame, it was adjusted and fixed. And again, I went into these bookings and I checked, and it was applied correctly on there. So we are good to go. And then they said, with respect to submitting your portfolio, ideally you can connect your brokerage via Plaid in the app, which ensures up-to-date stock position every time you claim. So I did a bit of research into Plaid, and it's one of those services where you can link accounts to each other, so it reads it behind the scenes. I think what happened is when I applied, it gave me the option of doing that. But once I'd submitted the statement, it was gone because I couldn't see where to do it. So they're basically saying, if you have uploaded an image, you will need to resubmit documentation form from within the last 3 months when you're claiming the perk. So this is good for 3 months, my submission. So good until February. If I want to reapply in March for another cruise, at that point, I should be able to connect via this Plaid if I wanted to, or I can just resubmit the documentation again. I'll be honest with you, it was so quick resubmitting the image, I'll probably just do that again. I don't ever want too many people looking into my accounts or what have you, but either way, it went very smoothly in the end. So we had a little bit of a kink. Everything was perfect, very impressive with the whole situation. I can tell you that their response time was amazing. They got back to me very quickly on every time I had a question. So I think this is going to be one of those situations where people don't like change, but sometimes give it a chance and you'll actually like the change, because it certainly was done quicker than I've ever had stock responses from Carnival. And there have been times I've had to respond to Carnival. And one of the other things I like about this app is I can get status updates. I can see what's happening. With Carnival, if you don't get back to you, they don't get back to you. You're like, did they receive it? Have they got it? I don't know. With this, you can track what's happening with the process. So I, for one, am going to remain very upbeat on stock perks and say it's a really good thing. A little bit of work up front to set your account up and everything, but once you've done it once, you'll see how easy it is to use. And once you see how quickly, assuming it stays that way, of course, but once you see how quickly they processed everything on my end, like I said, we had that issue and we got it all cleaned up. The whole thing was done within 4 days. And if I hadn't had that issue, it would have been done within 24 hours of the whole thing starting, which you can't argue with that. But again, I think the key thing is I can track it now. And I've got somebody to contact that's going to get back to me, because there's so many times with Carnival, you send that email off and you haven't heard for 4 or 5 days and you're like, did they get it? They don't give you a response that they have it. You don't know that they're working on it. You just don't know. Now you know. So yeah, nothing but positive reviews on stock perks from me. There was an issue. They fixed it quickly. That's going to happen from time to time. So do it. Try it. If you have a cruise coming up, I recommend you download it within the next 3 to 6 months. They'll usually do it. And what more can I say? Apart from subscribe to my little channel here. I've got a lot of port videos coming up because we've just been on a lot of cruises. They're all stacked up. I got Barbados, St. Lucia, Dominica, St. Martin, St. Thomas, and plus loads of others. Puerto Rico, I got loads coming up in the next few months. But one thing at a time, we'll get this one out for you because this is key right now. I do try and make my videos somewhat educational, as in showing you stuff rather than putting stuff out for the sake of it. Every Monday, I do a tips video with, you send me your tips, or I do mine sometimes. I do not read them in advance. I record them live and react, so you have been warned. Send me your cruising traditions. I love to share them. What do you love to do when you go on a cruise ship? What is the one thing you do every time you go on a cruise ship? So let me know that. Also, if you have any questions, my email is coming up at the end of this video. So feel free to contact me there. So yeah, apologies for the laptop being in the way, but it made it much easier to do the video to track the pictures that I had. Hopefully that's not ruining your view of my wonderful Thanksgiving suit jacket here. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And before I waffle on and on and on, because I like talking to myself apparently, I will see you later, Cruising World. Any questions? Email me anytime, cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.